What's up, everybody? This is the 5th episode of the Trouble Hook Podcast. I'm Hoon.
I'm Chanch.
And we're the hosts of the podcast where we talk about everything and anything find interesting or funny. Today, we're going to talk a lot about Endgame. We watched it over the weekend. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to get into spoilers in the later half. So those of y'all that haven't seen it yet, don't worry, we won't spoil it until the end.
Yeah, the end game.
Until the end game. We're in the end game now, boys. Let's do it. And let's do it. We're on episode 5. Holy shit, dude. Before we go and get into what we're going to talk about, let's introduce our guest. We're bringing a guest back from one of our previous episodes. Episode 4 to be exact.
Episode 4, our last episode. What's up, Vic?
What's going on, guys?
He's back.
I am back.
He's back.
He's back, and let's all collectively crack open a cold one to start off the show.
Let's do it.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a crisp.
We got a new mic. There's no fire alarm going off. We had to commemorate the moment.
Yeah,
you know?
Some upgrades, guys.
Yeah, finally, man. We're gonna have video up soon, so we should get that going pretty soon. And
your boys are moving on up.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? I decided to try out this Estrella Jalisco mango michelada. I'm digging it, dude. It's fucking good. It's fucking good. It's fucking good.
I imagine it like they're trying to get the concept of like the mango with like
the chile.
Yeah.
So it tastes like what?
It's not quite like that. It's not quite like that.
Shit. All right, let's talk about.
Gotta try harder.
Let's
well, first, let's before we get into Endgame, because there's so much shit we can talk about that. There's so much shit we want to talk about with that, but we have to start with concert experiences. Any concerts that we've been to recently that we've what it's like, what's our best experiences, worst experiences, venues that we've nice venues, bands that we've seen live.
Man, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, dude. I think the best concert that I've been to was with fucking Vic, and we went to go see Sublime on the island.
Ooh.
Sublime with Rome on the island. Oh man,
that was
2015, I think. I think it was 2015. Yeah, we were with Boy. Shout out to Boy from our third episode.
3?
Episode 3, yeah. Dude, that concert was badass, man. Like, I remember. Oh my god, dude! Like we went early. We went early, so we were chilling on Clayton's Beach. And for those of you that don't know what that is, on South Padre Island, there's the biggest beach bar in Texas, right?
Yeah. Shout out Clayton's,
dude. So we were there early, and we had like two 20 packs of the 16-ounce Budweisers.
Yeah, that church got it.
Yeah. And dude, that was crazy, man. We had all that, and then throughout the whole concert, we're getting our smoke on. And it was badass, man. It was cool.
Dude, for me, honestly, the one that sticks out is when, shout out to Jalou, fuck Chris, when we went to River City Rock Fest. I think it was 2014. Kill Switch Engage, 5 Finger Death Punch.
So it was like the whole event.
God, dude.
Yeah, on the record, I bailed on that trip.
Oh yeah, he was supposed to go with us.
I was supposed to go, and I fucking bailed, man.
Yeah, last second he didn't want to go, and we went without him. I think I want to say that's the only reason that Chris went.
Yeah,
was because he bailed out. So we were like, we asked Chris if he wanted to come with us.
Yeah, like we gotta take Chris out.
He didn't even know him yet. Eric didn't even know.
Well, I didn't know Chris. Well,
yeah,
I didn't know him either.
You had
already met him. I had never met him.
None of you guys have met him yet?
No. And that's when you guys started calling him Del Hocico Chris.
Because he stayed quiet the whole fucking trip. The whole way to San Antonio, he's there asleep or not saying anything until we get there. And then Eric's is like, dude, shut the fuck up. You've been talking this whole trip. Del Hocico Chris.
Oh, shit.
It's fucking funny. No, dude, but I think the reason why is because, like, I've been to a few concerts and shit. Rock concerts, like, you gotta admit, rock concerts are the best, dude.
Rock concerts are the best, yeah.
Rock,
like,
metal
Metal is different, but Yeah, I mean, like, I like local concerts here, and then I went to go see Ballyhoo twice. First time I got kicked out, and then the second time, it was badass, man. I saw Ballyhoo, I saw Bumpin' Uglies. It was super badass. I've seen
Dirty Heads.
I've seen Dirty Heads. I've seen Dirty Heads. I've seen 311. I've seen Maddish Yahoo. I mean, I've seen quite a bit, man. What's up, Vic? What's
the most recent, I guess, music event I've been to. It's probably like
Coachella
local stuff. It's like the local stuff we have here, but the latest one was probably when 21 Savage came.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
But like, what was it? 2 years ago?
It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2
years ago, yeah.
Yeah, I went.
That's when he went without me.
I went with our friend Joe.
There wasn't enough room for me. They went in a fucking minivan, dude, and there wasn't enough room for me.
Yeah, I wasn't driving.
I know.
couldn't invite
I know.
What a dick.
He's already explained himself.
And so we went. It was like, I liked the show because he actually, like, you can tell he actually, like, wanted the crowd to get hype and actually enjoy it a bit.
Yeah.
So I liked that part, but
he was getting everybody to cheer and shit so they wouldn't hear his accent. Dude.
Yeah,
They're gonna deport me too. 21.
21.
21, eh?
Baby y'all. Bruv. Hands in the air, bruv.
But my favorite would have to be the one we went to, Sublime.
Yeah,
it was the chillest time ever. And
dude, right?
And at that time, you were really getting me into Sublime. Actually, I remember I was really like actually listening to their music.
Oh shit!
And so for me to like actually enjoy it and I
experience,
and I actually know most of their music, but still be able to enjoy the experience and like how everybody was so chill, dude. Like everybody just vibing off of each other and just like.
And they're cool, man. Reggae concerts are fucking
Blake
cool.
was there, remember?
Blake was there, yeah.
Shout
out Blake.
But like the thing is, it's like the concerts and shit are badass, but you see and you meet interesting people when you go.
Oh yeah.
Every time, and that's one of the coolest things. Is like
I smoked with like this like I want to say this dude was like 67 years old, dude, and he's chilling at the Sublime concert in the Austin 360.
Badass.
And then so we were on the lawn. And this old man, he's like, "Hey, what's up, man? Like, you wanna hit this one?" And it was like a joint with like a little pineapples on it. And it was like one of those, like flavored ones, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever, dude. After I hit that, I was tripping bad, but in a good way. It was a concert, so I was like, oh man.
He was actually 12.
No, he wasn't.
He's actually 20 something. It's just that
his daughter was with him. She was fine, dude. She was fine, but of course I wasn't trying to be like, hey, what's up? Because he was like right there, so I was like, yeah. But it was cool, man. That time was really cool. I was with my cousin Noe and my brother James. So
yeah, dude. For me, it's still that River City Rockfest, man. Like not only because the other bands and shit that we saw, like Deftones and shit, man. Like holy shit, they were amazing. But for me, it's because I've been a Killswitch Engage fan for like a long ass time since I was a kid. Well, not a kid, but I was younger. I was a youngster.
A little goose.
I was an old chap, as 21 Savage would say. So like listening to them, a young lad. I was a young lad. I was a young bruv.
And
so,
dude,
so like,
yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah, so like, still to this day, my favorite song of all time still is "My Curse."
To this day,
there's no other fucking songs like that's still my all time favorite song. My Curse,
there, dude.
And it was outside. It was an outdoor venue. So when My Curse started playing, and it started like it wasn't raining. It was like drizzling. So it was like perfect, dude. And then like the beach ball going around, everybody's going wild. Fuck, like that shit was.
You know Vic's favorite Killswitch song? The End of a Heartache.
Ooh, End of a Heartache.
You got me into that.
End of a Heartache is badass.
Yeah, it's fucking badass. Even locally, dude, local concerts like. Remember Brownsville Music Fest and Piñata Protest was there?
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh dude, Piñata, dude, that was crazy, man. Like
Metalachi,
yeah, that was at Beer Fest.
Fest.
What was I gonna say? It was Brownsville Music Festival and Piñata Protest was there. And if you guys don't know like who they are, it's like like a rock banda, metal banda, or
not
banda, Tejano, right?
Tejano.
Like a rock Tejano.
Hard Tejano. Dude.
Yeah, hard Tejano. Dude, it was badass, and like they had us split up, and they were like everybody that likes salsa roja on this side, everybody that likes salsa verde on this side, and they're like, so what the fuck are you gonna do about it? And then they start playing like crazy, and then
badass,
boom,
dude.
like everybody just smashes into each other and starts moshing, dude. It was crazy, man. And we've already been to 2 of them. In Sombrero Fest and at Brownsville Music Fest.
I lost my glasses.
Yeah, Vic was in the mosh pit this year. We're at the Piñata protest and concert in the Big Tent, and we were moshing, and fucking Vic lost his glasses.
Dude, that shit is fun.
He's like, dude, I gotta go. I'm like, what do you mean you gotta go? He's like, I can't fucking see. I can't fucking see. I'm like, oh shit, all right, man. Like,
dude, have you ever had like somebody like stage dive and nobody catches them?
Oh no, I've never seen that.
I've seen that happen. I was in California.
I've seen it on video.
I got to see it happen. I think it was Protest the Hero. I forgot who it was that we were. I went with my cousins because they're the ones who really got me into going to like metal concerts and shit.
Yeah.
And after that, dude, I was like, fuck, dude, I was hooked. Like that was my shit. Like I loved going to concerts. Shout out to my cousins from California, even though they don't listen to this shit.
But they should share because they're in Cali and they can get us views.
Yeah, they can get us they can get us to TinyCon next year. So like, I think it was so I remember I was there and I was like, holy shit, I've never been to like a concert. Like, I think it was like, oh no, this was another day. I think it was like a death metal concert.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like so out of place. But like slowly I worked my way up to the front and I was like, holy shit. And I was real into it. And then there was this chick next to me. And like, we're just there and like just fucking headbanging and shit. She climbs up to the thing and she like jumps off. Everybody like, but it was funny because she jumped off when they were about to start the mosh pit, so like a circle had opened up when she jumped, so there was nobody there, and she just whack fell on her ass, dude.
Fuck, man.
She like jumped back, nobody caught her, then boom, flat. Just she got lucky, dude. That was fucking. That's what she knew. She fucked up.
I don't want to say that.
All right, well, let's go into Avengers Endgame now. This is probably what we're going to talk about for the rest of this podcast, honestly.
Okay, so
because we all saw it over the weekend. We're going to start off spoiler free, so we're not going to no spoilers yet.
Our thoughts.
We're just going to give like our initial thoughts, like how, like, you know, our thoughts going into the movie and like, you know, what we felt about it.
We got to be very careful what we say.
Well, when I knew a lot of time travel was gonna have to be involved.
You're spoiling it.
He goes right into it.
You're spoiling it.
How? He goes right into it.
How?
Nobody knows that yet.
How do they not know
if they haven't seen that, they don't know. They have an idea.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean.
Well, I mean, technically, it's because they talk about, if you've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, they kind of go into it where they're talking about don't get sucked into a time vortex or we won't be able to get you back. Like, they talk about it, but that's why I guess it's technically not a spoiler because people like have talked about that and shit. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like not a lot of people caught what happened in Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah,
and not everybody
not true fans.
Not true fans. The true fans that don't stay till the end, even when they know that there's no end credits.
We'll say right now there is no end credits.
Yeah,
in Endgame.
Don't stay after.
Don't
wait. There's like a special little thing, but it's not an actual like credits thing. It's not an actual after. There's no scene or anything. There's something actually at the end.
Oh, somebody told me like a voice or something? A noise or?
No, it's just if you've seen the first Iron Man. If you guys don't want to hear, you can kind of skip ahead a little bit. It's from the first Iron Man where he's building his when he's building the suit where he's there like cling, cling, cling. You hear that? You hear the three. Oh, that's it. That's all you hear. So that's what I'm saying. It's not it's kind of like. I mean, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But
okay, dude, I'll say it right now, dude. This movie was insanely good, man. It was insanely good. Like,
it's the perfect conclusion to, like, was it 11 years to an 11-year long thing that they've been building.
How many movies? 22?
22 movies. 22 movies that they've been building up to. It's the perfect conclusion for something that's been going on. That's something that's been going on that long.
I'm glad it was 3 hours long. They covered almost everything. Yeah. Well, pretty much everything.
I'm glad Ant-Man turned small and went up fucking Thanos.
Yeah, that's the best part.
The memes were right, guys. The memes were right.
Dude.
But like watching it, did you guys feel like it was 3 hours long? Did it feel like it was?
Actually, no.
No, it didn't.
Right?
It didn't.
The reason was because like as soon as it starts, like right away, like
oh
get
yeah,
shit together, let's go.
It's
right
like instantly. It's already like they're setting everything up. They're going into the story. It's like it goes into it right away. Like like literally when the movie starts, it goes into a scene where like there's no slowing down from there. Like you have to pay attention to everything. Everything's kind of coming at you, and like even though it's 3 hours, it kind of feels like it doesn't feel like it's that long, and it feels like I wish I could have had a bit more. You know, even though it's like
especially at the end.
Fight scenes.
Oh yeah, and then you're like, it's holy shit. That didn't feel like 3 hours, and I wish there was more to it.
Yeah,
and it's one of those movies that literally like sends you like through so many different emotions. Like that's the thing. Like you feel so much shit throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, man. I was blown away. It was perfect. Like it was. I don't know what to say because I want to spoil everything.
The spoilers. That's why right now I want to go into. Do you think this movie was better than Infinity War, or do you think Infinity War was better than Endgame?
Nah, this movie was better.
Yeah,
this movie was way better.
Because there, I have seen some people talk about how. Infinity War was better because like character development and all that stuff, and not ending like how conventionally where like you know the good guys win or whatever. Like it changed it up. Like you know the bad guy wins in the end.
Well, I mean that's the way it was gonna be to set up Endgame.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, nah, man, this movie was.
I honestly feel the same way. Like
the wait was worth it.
Yeah, dude, it was good, man.
Building up to it, everything, it was perfect. All right, so for everybody listening to right now, we're gonna jump into spoilers.
If you haven't seen it,
click off. Don't
listen to this until after you've seen it.
Yeah,
and then come back.
And then don't forget to come back.
Yeah, don't forget to come back and listen to it so we can talk about what happened. You guys can listen to us. You guys can give us your thoughts. Your thoughts in the comments. Don't be dicks. Comment.
Yeah.
Don't just watch our shit. Comment and subscribe.
Please do it.
All right. We warned you. 3, 2, 1. Ant-Man turns small and then ad.
Fat Thor.
Dude, Fat Thor is the best Thor, dude.
Fat Thor. Okay, dude. Oh man, as soon as I saw Fat Thor, I was trying to control myself.
Dude, did you guys have one of those theaters where everybody's like super engaged in the movie and like everybody's like,
yeah,
I fucking love that.
It's
dude.
like it had to be with everybody.
That. Yeah, I love that.
Dude, as soon as I saw Fat Thor, I was trying to control myself so hard, like to not crack up.
All of us were cracking up.
And I was laughing, and I was like, and I look to my left, to the left was my friend Mike, and then I look to my right, and there's a chick there, and she's trying not to crack up, and dude, man, it was. Fat Thor is fucking badass, dude.
I hope he stays like that,
dude. He's badass,
especially
man.
Like from how they did it at the end. It looks like he's gonna be with the Guardians of the Galaxy, dude. How badass would it be if you have the Guardians and you have Fat Thor with them, like, and he stays like that, when he's still fat with
That'd
him.
Be badass, dude.
The banter that they can have between fucking Thor and Star-Lord and shit,
yeah,
and then with Rocket like making fun,
yeah, dude,
Drax and shit,
yeah, man. It would be super funny, man. Oh, God, man, like it, dude. Fat Thor was badass. Even like when he got serious to fight Thanos, and like he's still fat, but his hair changed and like he got his armor on, and he was like good to go, dude.
Barbaric.
Like while we're talking about it, let's quickly let's segue real fast into SeatGeek. I'm just kidding. We're not sponsored. What's it called? Like how people at the movie theaters, like moviegoers. How do you feel about like people in the theaters like that, like clap and get like all.
Okay, so we talked about this last podcast. Remember I told you I never clapped in a movie?
Yeah.
Okay, I clapped twice. I went like, and I was like,
For me, I've never like had that where I clap, but in this one I actually did. But it wasn't like that. It was like an excitement, like because where I got like so overwhelmed, like holy shit, and I'm just there like what the fuck, like an overwhelmed type.
Shit. Yeah.
The first one was
at the end of Iron Man 2. You said last time, right?
I don't know.
No, I didn't.
You said that last time.
I didn't even watch Iron Man 2.
What do you mean?
Nah,
Oh, that was Boy.
Oh,
Boy
yeah,
said he
yeah,
clapped
yeah.
at the end of Iron Man 2.
For me, it was in this movie, dude. Both times we're in this movie.
Yeah.
It was first Captain America getting the
Fucking-
hammer.
Yeah.
Fuck
What's
it.
his name? Mjolnir?
Mjolnir, something like Mjolnir.
I didn't clap. I cheered. I was like, oh.
Yeah, dude, I was going wild for that
Like,
shit because I knew.
Like I almost got off my seat. That's how
I knew that
excited.
shit
Yeah,
was gonna
dude.
happen, man. I was
Yeah,
excited.
he showed me the
That-
spoiler. I'm like, no fucking way, dude. I was like, damn.
That was
That's
accurate.
okay. That's when.
Oh, that's the spoiler you
That's
guys
the
were.
spoiler I said that
Is
it
that the
blew me
guys that
away.
you guys were watching?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was
Well,
like-
for me, it's like I knew it was gonna come because the comics. Like I've actually because like with Chris and I, like that's why we're always like we used to watch these movies together all the time because like we grew up reading the comics and shit. I would go into like the bookstores and shit, and I would just sit there and read the comics because I didn't want to buy them, or my parents didn't want to buy them for me. So I would just sit there reading them and shit. So like we know a lot of the shit already, but it was still like seeing it there in the theater. Like they built it up for so long. Like that moment before they all go when Captain America finally says Avengers Assemble.
Oh,
22
man.
movies and he finally says it, dude. And then that's the other one where I got all excited and clapped and everything because it was like overwhelming, dude. Like it's like, are they actually gonna do it? And everybody comes in, everybody's fighting. I was like, fuck, just seeing everybody was like,
I lost my fucking shit with Valkyrie on the fucking.
oh yeah,
On the, what is it? The
Pegasus,
fucking
I guess?
Pegasus? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I was like, oh fuck! I was like, damn.
Having everybody like just kind of come in, everybody doing their shit, having the fucking women come together and do all their
Yeah,
shit.
dude, that was
That's
dude.
good symbolism right there.
Okay, I wanna talk about this real quick.
Wait, real quick.
Okay.
I like also what they did with Captain Marvel because we know she's strong as fuck. Like she's OP as shit.
Yeah.
So I like the way they did it. Like y'all, she's got like all this shit to take care of. She's out there. And,
Exactly,
Because
yeah.
otherwise she would have just come in and
she
like
would've fucked them
that
up
would have
real
been
quick.
it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, dude, and I want to ask you guys. We were talking about this. Me and Vic and Boy, and when Louis, we were talking about this on the group chat. Is Gamora alive? Is Loki alive?
Loki, no. Well, that's where you start to get into these other dimensions.
Yeah.
Like I remember I had talked about it in the other podcast where I was like thinking.
Yeah.
When I was saying like about the other dimensions and shit. Sure enough, I was close.
You were pretty close.
So Loki is not alive in their current timeline. Because like that's the thing that I like, that they went into like time travel and stuff, but they explained it so well. Like I was, when they were first starting to talk about it, I was kind of worried that it was gonna get complicated and shit. Because sometimes it gets complicated and shit.
Yeah.
Like if you take something or whatever, it changes something from the future. And like
Yeah.
this was perfect because they did it like they did it where whatever you go and change or whatever, it just disrupts that timeline or whatever. It opens up another like universe or whatever, and it messes with theirs.
Yeah.
But if you go back and fix it, then it's just, yours is whatever. Put it back, whatever it is. Yours stays the same. So instead of making a mess and doing all these different like dimensions and shit, like.
But if you remember correctly, the wizard that has the stones in 2012 when the Avengers go back in time. Ant-Man and Iron Man and Captain America, they're trying to get the stone.
Yeah.
Like,
What, like
Where
when they go back?
I know, we got distracted a little bit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because like for me, oh shit, what the fuck was that? Oh yeah.
Sorry guys, we got distracted a little bit.
Yeah, so with that, Loki is like he's died. He's dead. They killed him off. Like he's gone. But the only reason why Gamora's there is because she came from a different like timeline that they have. And so she's there, but that's why she doesn't know Peter. That's why she doesn't know Star-Lord and shit, because that hasn't happened yet.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Because wouldn't she be alive?
Like, if she's alive, she's just from a different
timeline.
It's like Rick and Morty, dude. Like she's a different. She's a different Morty.
Okay, so
she's from different.
Presently, she's alive then, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're talking about. And then Boy's like, "No, she's dead." And I'm like, "No."
Yeah,
like,
from their timeline, yes, she's dead. They sacrificed her, she's gone.
Yeah.
But they went and they got another one, and that's what I feel. They had that one scene where Star-Lord is there, like he's like looking for her, or whatever, and it says like searching or whatever, and she's not found. Like when he's there in the ship, he's there in the ship, and he's like searching for her, and like that's, because in their universe she's gone, she's dead. But this one, the other one, is still there with them. So like I feel like that's what Guardians 3 is gonna get into. That he's gonna go and like look for her, and
They were also saying that Tony may have accidentally snapped her away because she was still part of
Thanos' crew. Yeah,
that's
crew.
A possibility. Yeah,
that is a possibility.
So and that's another reason why she wasn't at the end either.
Yeah,
at the funeral.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Loki was at the funeral. Gamora wasn't at the funeral.
Yeah, but what I don't get is that she's from a different timeline. Yeah, or no?
It's the same.
It's the same.
The same
timeline.
universe. The same universe, just a different timeline. Because they went back, right? They went back to get the stones, and then she comes back to the future. She comes
back to
She comes to the future. Present. And then to the present, exactly, and then she helps out Nebula, and I think Nebula kills the other Nebula from the past timeline, and then Gamora's helping them, fight whatever. Mm-hmm. So what I was thinking was, how Thanos threw her over the cliff to get the Soul Stone, right? But since they went back in time. And then they got all the stones, whatever. That doesn't happen anymore because now Black Widow is sacrificed for the Soul Stone. So for sure she's dead. She's not coming back, right?
It's because
but Gamora now since they had to get the Soul Stone with Black Widow, now Gamora wasn't sacrificed for.
Well, no, it's because. All right, so like here's the thing. It
happened twice, right?
Well, no, because it happened in a different timeline. Because think about like because they went to a different time to sacrifice Black Widow.
Yeah,
like that's in a different time. Because in their current time, Gamora was already gone. That stone, they already got it.
She got sacrificed.
They already did it.
That's
it.
The Soul Stone,
So that's why they had to go to a different timeline to where nobody had gotten the Soul Stone yet, to get rid of her, to basically sacrifice her and get that stone and then bring it back. So that's it. Like they're both gone. It's like in the comics, it's a soul for a soul. Like they're gone. There is a way to reverse it, but
with the time
they're
stone.
not gonna they could.
They use the time stone, but then
no. There's like a clause. There's like an actual thing that they can do.
It's because
comic books get into all this shit. Like they.
It's so. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring her back. They have to, right?
Except for Black Widow, but they could. And with Black Widow, honestly, it made sense in a way. Like if you think about it, it made sense for her to be the one to sacrifice herself.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't really have much. Like she had nothing.
Yeah, and then they had those memes where everybody fighting Thanos or whatever. Like, what's Black Widow gonna do? And she's just there with the guns and Black Widow trying to fight Thanos. And her just shooting guns.
It's the same as
Hawkeye. Yeah, but Hawkeye's badass. He got little explosives on his. Distract.
He can distract them.
Yeah, distract them.
What I didn't understand about the whole time thing was that if you go to the future, the past, if you go to the past, the current timeline does not get changed.
Well, see, that's what Banner talked about in the movie.
Because it's they're going into. Basically, it's like that. It's like different dimensions. They're not going back.
It's not different dimensions. It's time.
Well, it's time. I forgot what they compared it to.
Well, it's because they talked about it. Banner talked about it.
Yeah.
Or what was that? That's
Smart Hulk was the shit.
Who's that? That's the
Dr. Hulk, I guess. That's Dr. Hulk.
What?
You're talking about the wizard lady.
The wizard chick.
Oh yeah, that's what's her face.
I forgot her name. Anyway, her and Banner talked about it, and he said that he would have to put the stones back in the time that they got it, so history could
come
back, or else it would split into different alternate alternate realities. So they almost fucked up with Loki, right? But then they went back to 1970, and they got the Tesseract from there, and that's when Tony met Howard Stark, his dad.
That still doesn't make sense to me because.
he took off, right? So he took off with the Tesseract. They're like, oh shit, we fucked up. So they went back. They had one of those.
They still had the pin particles.
The particles, right? They had one left each. So then they go back to 1970.
They basically risked it to go back.
They risked it to go back. They fucking took a risk. So they go back to 1970. They go to the base. They go to the base, and then they're like, they talk to each other like both of those things were there in the same time in 1970. So they go back in time, and then there are the particles, and there's the Tesseract. So the whole thing with Loki taking off with the Tesseract, it doesn't really fucking matter because they went back to 1970 and got it anyway.
But if they go to the past and doesn't change the future or the current
okay, so that's
because
that's what I'm saying, because it's not gonna split into an alternate reality. That's what Banner was saying. If we go back and put the Infinity Stone back to the timeline that we got it from,
they didn't put it back when.
Yes, they did.
When Loki took it, they didn't.
That's what I'm saying. They went back to 1970. They took the Tesseract from there. Okay, so in the end, when Captain America goes back in time to put all the stones back,
he goes to
1970 and puts it back. So all the whole shit with Loki, it doesn't matter.
It didn't happen because since they went back,
but it does happen because it doesn't change anything you do.
Now I know what you're saying. Yeah,
that if it doesn't change anything, then that does happen because it's not gonna change the fact that.
Well, that's why people are also saying that there's a timeline where Loki's fucking running around and shit with the Tesseract because he got it back.
Yeah,
and that's why they're saying that they left one open, but it's not like they can't go back and fix it.
I know.
Also, like the whole Captain America thing, like how did he not age, or how is it that he did go?
I heard an explanation on that one.
What do you mean that he didn't age?
Well, I mean, not that he didn't age, like
that he got old. That basically he went back because he got old or whatever.
Oh,
because he decided to go back and stay.
Well, it's because he went back to the 1930s during World War II to be with that chick.
But if you go to the past, nothing changes.
That's why what I saw that some people put. I saw some people talk about it that it kind of makes sense that what he could do, he could go back, he could put all the stones back, and that he decided to stay with her, with Peggy, live out his life with her until she died, and then when she died, then by that time he's already basically she died before he did. He got old, and then when he got old, he came back. That's when he came back, and he went and he sat there waiting for them, knowing that they would be there at that time. So basically, he got old, and then he came back. So it wasn't that
yeah.
You know what I mean?
He didn't come back though. He just lived out the time.
No, that's why he lived out the time until she died, and then he came back. And that's why he's sitting there, and that's why he's old.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So he lived it out until he got old, and then he came back, and that's why he's old when they meet him. He was there longer time, and that's why. Because remember how he's talking about how for 5 seconds, or whatever, it's however long, and that's why it was longer than 5 seconds. It wasn't It wasn't like it wasn't a long time. It was still a short time, but
and they're where is he?
But he didn't come back to the machine.
Yeah, he didn't come back to the machine.
He didn't come back to the machine. He was sitting on the bench.
So what?
That's what I'm saying.
He had to have come back in another way.
Though. It could be that Captain America knew all along.
I don't know what you're saying.
That when he went, he went to the past, but he went to the past, but since nothing changes, that Captain America current time that he went to go leave the stones, he stayed there.
That's what happened.
Yeah, he stayed there.
He stayed there.
They even showed afterwards. He had that dance with her finally.
Yeah.
At the end.
But he lived his whole life with her. He got old, and I guess when she died or whatever, he comes back to our time. And that's why he's old, because he lived his life out already, and then he came back. He didn't stay there like how everybody, like the Avengers and shit, when they went to go to different times to get the stones, they weren't there that long, so that's why they didn't come back old. And then they also had, fuck it, I was gonna go into something else, but I forgot. But while you're going into, while you going back to that shit you were saying about them going back to the 1970, going to that
to the base.
Let's talk about that fucking CG, dude. The work with Michael Douglas, making him look younger.
Oh, yeah.
The work that they've been doing to make them look younger, man.
Yeah,
when they did that, was it Civil War when they did a younger Tony?
Yeah, they did younger Tony. Yeah,
dude, holy shit.
They also did younger Sam Jackson in Captain Marvel. They made him look younger.
Oh yeah, but I didn't watch that shit.
I didn't watch it either.
I'm not into that. I didn't want to watch it.
You did?
Yeah.
He's your true Marvel fan.
I tried watching.
Give me 5.
But I'm still not a big fan like that.
I mean, I
watched the movie. So. It's just a lot of confusion.
It's the whole time thing. I think we just have to once we see it again. I mean, once we really study it, when we get the chance to actually pause, rewind, look back on it, look at every little thing. Watch Ultron again because Ultron has like so many hints and things. And
all of this, it's like I love this movie because when stuff starts coming up, it starts to like blow your mind when you're like, holy shit, and you start thinking about like the past movies, and you're like, dude, it was like right under our noses and shit. We didn't see it.
Dude, man, there's still so much to talk about. I'm just getting into it. Okay, so, oh my god,
dude, that fucking scene where they have the Iron Man, the gauntlet that they made, and they're like where Black Panther's running with it, and then Spider-Man gets it, like that whole like chase scene.
And then I saw a meme where it's like Spider-Man, and then like it's a meme, and then it's a meme of a dude on that's cradled in the arms of a girl, and it says Spider-Man is the dude, the chick holding him is all the Marvel, the girls of Marvel, and it's like Thanos. You seen it, right? Yeah, it's just fucking. I started cracking out, man.
And then he finally uses from Homecoming the instant kill mode or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just there, just.
That was fucking cool.
It was like holy shit, dude.
That was fucking cool, man.
Because at Homecoming it was kind of funny. It was a kind of funny moment, and then in this one, like he actually activates it, and it's just there, like bah, 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 just taking everyone out.
Dude,
what is your favorite part of the movie?
I am Iron Man.
Fuck, that's not.
You think so? Like,
dude.
You sure that's your favorite?
Nah, probably my favorite scene of the whole movie. I know it's stupid, but it's when they introduce Fat Thor, and he's in like his little hut with a Korg.
That whole scene,
hey man.
That whole scene is great, dude.
That whole scene's bad. And then they're playing Fortnite.
He's being mean again.
There's 3 scenes that they're always gonna stick out to me.
Which
the first one was when Captain America fought Captain America.
Oh, dude, I love that.
I thought that was pretty lit.
America's ass.
America's ass. And then it made sense where he's like, I got eyes on Loki. And it's like, it makes sense, you know, for him to think it's Loki.
And then the part where Doctor Strange at the end of the fight when they're like almost defeated, and Thanos has the gauntlet y todo eso.
Oh, and he goes like this.
Yeah, he's like, there's only one chance. This is the one chance where
he knows that's the one.
Because if you look at his face, he was like thinking about it, like this is how it played out.
Yeah,
because he's like, this is the one chance you have. Like that. That's why it made sense where he was like,
I can't
tell you because then you won't do it. Because if he were to tell him, then he would try to find a way to not sacrifice himself, and then he wouldn't, you know.
Yeah.
That part, and also when Captain America was finally able to like
hold Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love that, man.
That was
fucking. It tripped me out when he used lightning. I was like,
yeah, he's there like, boom. I was like, dude, that
was fucking crazy.
That part, I like that part because it kind of reminds me of like a Super Saiyan mode where. Like
dude,
he's just running and then like he jumps he jumps and
he just fucking throws a Mario jump.
Hits him with the hammer and then it's like almost like a real quick and fast like Super Saiyan type of thing. It's like, and then he used the lightning and throw it, and I was like, damn.
So one thing I wanted to talk about, you know, I saw. Okay, obviously I've only seen the movie once, and then during the fight scene, and I'm not sure because of the Soul Stone or what, but no, not the Soul Stone, the Mind Stone, the yellow one, right? That's the yellow one?
Yeah.
Was Vision in the fight scene?
No, dude.
He wasn't, right?
He's gone.
Vision is gone.
Since they have the stone, he's gone.
Okay, yeah.
That's how he
was, yeah.
That's how they
you think they can bring him back?
I mean, they built him. They could.
He still has all of Jarvis and...
It's a possibility.
Well, what I was thinking is that...
That smart black girl from Wakanda?
I think the only way to revive someone or to bring someone back, at the same time with like everybody like that, it's if they were killed by the snap.
Yeah.
Because Loki, Gamora.
Yeah, because
they were
the reason they're dead
physically.
because of the stones, right?
Or no, because Loki was choked to death.
Yeah, Loki was
he wasn't
like, killed before.
That doesn't
the
use
stones.
the stones.
Yeah.
He was killed like physically. I'm assuming.
Yeah, like
So-
Idris Elba.
Oh yeah, like I
Since
just
they were, that's why they
yeah.
weren't able to be brought back. You can't get all the Dragon Balls to bring them back. We should
You can't do it, man. Fuck.
I guess that's the only reason I'm confusing it too, because of Goku's like
Yeah, when you're thinking about
Dragon Ball is like
intertwined.
time thing.
Yeah.
You're used to fucking
Fucking
Goku and Krillin coming back all the time.
Yeah, I know, right? So Fat Thor is best Thor.
Fat Thor is best Thor. Smart Hulk, fucking Doctor Thor.
I didn't really like
Dr.
Smart Hulk. I didn't really like Smart Hulk.
It was kind of like cheesy. It was too cheesy.
Yeah, but it's understandable. Yeah.
If you've read the comic, like,
I never read the
That's
comics,
how he is,
so-
man. I liked him. I wanted them to bring in Grey Hulk, but this is still cool.
So it was alright. Smart Hulk was pretty cool, but
it was fun.
I kind of just like raging fucking Hulk. Like, wow.
Oh yeah, dude, badass, fucking strong.
The way it
Hulk.
wasn't Ultron, like wow, shit.
When he looks at himself, like
He has kind of like red eyes, like he's kind of like red right here. Dude, it's badass, man. And then that was cool. What was I gonna say?
When the Avengers building gets blown up, when Thanos shows up,
when he shows up, he just comes
that
guns
part,
blazing.
Yeah, that part actually like made me like speechless. I was just like shocked in general. I was
That's another thing, dude.
Yeah,
like,
everybody like gasped in the theater when they're there, and like Hulk
Nebula.
snaps, and then I'm
Nebula
surprised a lot of
brings-
people didn't see that coming, because honestly, it's like
was-
she was there
makes
where she
sense,
takes
yeah.
the plate off. No, where she's there taking the plate off, and she's like, "Oh, I have use for this or whatever."
Yeah.
like
Well,
obviously
even-
she was gonna
even
pretend to be
before
here.
That it was like foretold in like one of the scenes, like when she's like, "My father is. You can call my father whatever, but he's not a liar."
Yeah,
She
so
goes
he's
off
been-
on her little trip. And for me, I spotted that out when I saw that part. It was like she's gonna have to do something with the fact that Thanos is.
Yeah, and then Thanos already knowing Iron Man, like he already knew like Tony Stark. I mean, he was like, "You're not the only one like cursed with knowledge," or he knew all this shit was gonna go down. Like he knew all of that was gonna happen.
Well, no, the reason of that is because Tony Stark was part of the main reason that they won New York, the Battle of New York in 2012, first Avengers. And so Thanos sent that army. Thanos sent that army, and then I mean that's how he knows Tony Stark. Because I mean, he was,
and then all that whole mix shit.
Yeah.
Like I think it was Ultron where he was having the visions and shit.
The visions, yeah.
Dude, for me, the scene that I'll never get over, dude. Like, I literally I had like tears in my eye, dude. Like in my eyes, like just from being overwhelmed from that scene where everybody's coming in. And it's like the cover of a comic book where like everybody's
walking there.
It was like better than Ready Player One, where they have everybody just going.
I saw a piece of that movie, and I kind of.
Ready Player One is amazing, dude. I fucking love that movie.
Better than the Power Rangers scenes when all the
Power Rangers.
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, dude. Everybody coming in and fighting, like, that shit was amazing. But
dude,
that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for today's show. Like I said, it was gonna be all about Endgame.
Mostly was about Endgame.
That's what it's. Yeah, man. We were in the Endgame, and now the last thing to talk about is what's gonna come next.
What's coming next?
We already know Phase 4 is coming.
Well,
they have more movies and stuff. Yeah. Obviously, that we have the next
Far
one
From
coming.
Home. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. What else?
Now you're gonna have I think Falcon, right, is gonna take over for America.
I don't like that though.
I know.
I would like that.
I would have rather have been Bucky.
You think so?
The Winter Soldier.
You think so?
I would have rather. In the
he's
comics, it's him. In the comics, he's the one that he passes it on to. Yeah, he's the one that he passes it on to.
So is Iron Man's daughter gonna be new Iron Man?
Oh yeah, she does. She does.
About the
Hurry up.
She does.
on the funeral scene.
Okay.
That one random little kid.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
he's from Iron Man 3.
He's that little kid, right?
Kid, yeah.
But I hate that they did that and they said that because didn't they also say that was Spider-Man? That was supposed to be right.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, but they said that they confirmed that little kid was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But then how is he that? Like, he was probably just some random kid that they
No, how would it be Spider-Man though?
Because they had said that, but they had said that it was meant to be Spider-Man but they didn't have the rights to it yet. They couldn't use Spider-Man yet, so that's why they basically just had this random kid help him out. But, well, we're gonna end it now. That's it for episode. This is episode 5, right?
This is episode 5.
We're gonna have to
comment your favorite scene.
Hey, your favorite scene in the movie.
If y'all have seen the movie, leave a comment.
You don't even have to say. I know it's the Fat Thor scene.
Yeah, we all know it's Fat Thor.
Fat Thor's.
We can all relate.
What is that name tag?
I forgot.
Right, I was trying to remember it earlier. Something. Noob Slayer 69.
Something like that.
Something like that, maybe.
All right. Well, that's it, guys. Stay drunk.
Stay drunk. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, share the video,
on Snap.
Put some comments on there.
We don't have a Snap yet.
We don't have a Snap yet. We're working on it.
But when we do, follow us on that too. And Endgame.